So we are here at Edwin Mweemba Stadium, of course, in Lusaka, Zambia. An interesting tie awaits us involving log leaders in Zone A, Green Buffaloes Women Football Club, of course, who are up against high-flying Nkwazi. So it's an interesting game in the sense that Nkwazi would want to make it to the playoffs, slated for the 25th of this particular month, of course, whereas Green Buffaloes would want to consolidate their stay at the top of the table and, of course, continue with their unbeaten run this season in the FAS Women's National League. So thank you so much for joining us this live broadcast all the way here at Edwin Mweemba Stadium in Lusaka. Of course, I'm Moses Pedro Mwanza, the community football reporter. I'll run you through the match proceedings from this particular match venue, of course, talking about Edwin Mweemba Stadium. It's a game involving log leaders in Zone A, Green Buffaloes, and of course, fourth placed high-flying Nkwazi, who are not far from second position, of course, because if they win this particular match and hoping in the other results, the likes of Indeni and Zesco don't do well, Nkwazi may just be one of those teams to lock horns with the winners of Zone B, who seems to be Iyasa, of course, but they have a date tomorrow against Green Eagles Women Football Club. So in this particular match, it's a game that is involving Green Buffaloes unbeaten, the only team that is unbeaten actually this season in both zones A and B, whereas Nkwazi have lost 4 times. So Nkwazi are coming from a 2-1 loss at the hands of Police Dolphins away in Solwezi. On the other hand, Green Buffaloes are coming from a 2-1 victory over the Parliamentarians National Assembly. So it's an interesting tie. We're expecting a lot. The last meeting between these two teams, it was a reverse fixer. Green Buffaloes won 1-0. So of course, Green Buffaloes have only conceded 4 goals. Nkwazi have conceded 11 goals. So it's a big game. So that is Green Buffaloes announcing their presence here as they will fight and conquer Nkwazi, a team that lead while others follow. Let's wait and see if high-flying Nkwazi will be able to follow the lead from Green Buffaloes. Of course, we are here in Police Camp, the home ground for Nkwazi, who have so much to offer to the home team, to the home crowd rather. So we are expecting a lot. So let's see the slogan for Team Nkwazi, of course, who are being led by Coach Tembo. Okay, so those are the high-flying girls. Kaula Ula, of course, a slogan that was brought in by Coach Tembo. I remember in the early days of before the start of last season actually. Well, Kaula Ula against go girls fight and conquer Green Buffaloes Women Football Club. So we're expecting so much from this particular game. Of course, our referees panel being led by Martha Ngulube all the way from Kafue, and of course, while the first assistant in this particular match will be Lillian Shower all the way from Chilanga, not forgetting Musole Chainda, of course. I wanted to say Musole, but Musole Chainda is our second assistant, whereas Regina Mulenga is our fourth official. Mr. Stanley Hachiwa is our match commissioner for this interesting tie. So we await kickoff. A referee ensuring that everything is in place before she signals the start of this particular match. Of course, once again, I'm Moses Pedro Mwanza, the community football reporter. So that is Martha Ngulube, all the way from Kafue town, in charge of this particular match. So it will be Green Buffaloes, though they are in red, who will get us underway here from the Edwin Mweemba Stadium. And here we go. It is Teresa Chewe who finds Joanna Benai being the captain for Green Buffaloes, of course. So let me start with the home team's lineup. Talking about Nkwazi. So Eunice Sakala is in goal. We have Ruth Kamanga on the right back position, whereas Elizabeth Mulenga is on the left back position. Azet Piri is partnering Petha Imponini at the heart of defense, whereas the likes of Naomi Nazimumba is anchoring the midfield. We also have the likes of Dorothy Daka, as well as Ngosachawe, including Wezi Gift Mkandawile, not forgetting Sombo Kakoma, as well as Precious at the Baron Sama to complete the lineup for Nkwazi, who are being led by coach Patrick Tembo. So it's a first corner. Yeah, before I carry on with our Green Buffaloes lineup, it's a first corner to Buffaloes to be taken by Joanna Benai. The delivery comes through. That was Natasha, but a good blockade by the likes of Azet Piri. Another delivery comes through. Good header, but not too far. So Nkwazi leaving so dangerous. This time around, yet again miscommunication between the likes of Nazi. Wow, that was a great effort from the landlord. Memo Lintala almost collecting her duos before month end, of course. So Green Buffaloes lineup, we have got Miss Clean Sheet Aisha Mbwana Kwaya in goal. We have Martha Tembo in defense. It is really interesting to see the likes of Melan Mulenga being deployed as a left back in this particular match, whereas Anita Su Mulenga is partnering Lushomo Mweemba at the heart of defense. We have Natasha Nana Nanyangwe as well as Luvasi Pumulo in the midfield, including Diana Banda. Up front, we have Teresa Chewe alongside the landlord, Memory Ntala, to complete the lineup for Green Buffaloes, who are being tutored by Coach Charles Haluwono, assisted by Coach Beauty Mwamba, Coach Karo Kanyemba Daka, and of course, the veteran player, Coach player Mangala Kamuti, whereas the likes of Coach Praise James Sakala, Coach Joseph Campo assisting Coach Tembo for Nkwazi. So once again, in case you have just joined this broadcast, we are here at Edwin Imboila Stadium in Lusaka, of course, where we are witnessing this intriguing match week 17 FAS Women's National League encounter involving high-flying Nkwazi, who are in blue, against our Green Buffaloes, who are in red and black. Green Buffaloes, of course, they are already champions in Zone A, 2 games to spare this match in their last encounter. So if it ends in defeat, if it ends in victory, Green Buffaloes don't have much to lose because they are already champions of Zone A. On the other hand, Nkwazi are fighting to be second on the table. But let's see. This looks promising. The landlord, Ntala, the delivery wasn't good enough. Easily collected by Eunice Toaster Sakala. Eunice Toaster, of course, once played for Chipata Girls in Eastern Province, and now on the books of high-flying Nkwazi. So still goalless here between Nkwazi and Green Buffaloes. The last time Green Buffaloes were at this venue, they won. Green Buffaloes, of course, yet to lose to Nkwazi. So history at stake, whereas Nkwazi would want to break that jinx. A throw-in to be taken by the Terminator, Martha Tembo, product of Chivolia Queens, of course. She once played for Nkwazi, so she's facing a former team. Kokombita, thank you very much, brother man, for watching me. Troy, you're welcome on board as well. I appreciate. Choko, thank you so much. TK Munyanu Mike, thank you very much for joining this broadcast, including one Oliver Major. Thank you very much, brother man. Jimmy J, you're welcome on board as well. I appreciate. Agnes Fabiola Banda, great Fab, thank you so much. Hope you're doing well today. So still Nkwazi nil, Green Buffaloes nil. Just witnessed 5 minutes played in the first half here at Edwin Imboila Stadium in this interesting game. As we speak, there's another interesting game taking place at the Margaret Mwanakatwe Bauleni Stadium as the Stubborn Busa, the Giant Killers, are playing host to Red Arrows. in a decisive match for Red Arrows, of course, who are hoping to put pressure on the likes of Yasa. Wow, that was almost a goal, as yet again the defensive line from Nkwazi in 6 and 7 so far in the early moments of the game, of course. Toaster Unisakala was beaten, but of course Nkwazi have been saved. So still goalless here between Nkwazi and of course Green Buffaloes, though they are in red like earlier mentioned. Of course, Betha Imponene is the captain for today for Nkwazi, whereas Joanna Benai, the seasonal player at Green Buffaloes, of course, she's the captain. That is Natasha Nanyangwe looking for Teresa Chewe, still Nana, but Tony as fast as it Piri. Good clearance by Dorothy Kanute Daka, formerly of Nkana Queens, of course, on the Copper Belt province. Eunice Sakala pumps the ball front as Sombo Kakoma chases the ball, but good header by Anita Mulenga. That is Melan. It's good to see Melan Mulenga back, of course, in the starting lineup for Green Buffaloes. But interesting enough is that she's playing as a defender in this particular match. So still new between Nkwazi, the High Flying Girls, and the Go Girls Fight and Conquer Green Buffaloes in this interesting local derby. I don't know whether I can say because Arakan and Skanzi, they are not too far away from each other, you know. So I'm trying to find a suitable name for this derby. Okay, so that is a good header by Azet Piri. So you can see there, Betha Imponene issuing instructions to our colleagues at the back, the likes of Elizabeth Mulenga, a player who is nicknamed Marcelo after the Real Madrid and Brazilian left back, of course. That is Kanute, another player who is named after the Malian international, of course, former Barcelona midfielder, who is now managing the likes of Patson Teaka, 12 management team. So that is the terminator, but one player for Buffaloes is on the ground, of course. It is Lushomo Mweemba. Lusho. Mark Bolan Kalenga, thank you so much. I really appreciate for watching. Yeah, watching from home in the lovely midfield of Buffaloes, the combination of Natasha and the Lovasi. Oh, thank you so much. Jay Semi, thank you so much for watching, as well as Peter Ondeka Zulu. I really appreciate. So first time we are seeing a stoppage here as Lushomo Mweemba is receiving treatment from Team Physio Lorita for Buffaloes, of course. The Dawn, all the way from Gaworon, thank you so much, as always, really appreciate, including my brother man, Caristo, thank you very much, all the way from Canasdale, we appreciate, you know, as Green Buffaloes are trying to launch an attack. So we're going to witness the second corner in this particular match, and both of them in favor of Green Buffaloes, of course, yet again. But this time around, actually, it will be Anita Mulenga to take charge of this set piece for the Go Girls Fight and Conquer, a team that will represent Zambia yet again this year at the Kosafa Total Energies Women Champions League. So it's a corner to Buffaloes. Anita, the delivery comes through. Good work by Eunice Sakala, but not too far away. Joanna Benai with wow, that was Joanna Benai. Almost putting the ball behind the back of the net. But Eunice Sakala there, actively involved in a thick of things. Jones, thank you so much for watching me. Really appreciate. Catherine Ingambi, thank you very much for watching all the way from Kawe. We appreciate you. Another throw into Buffaloes. Coach Coco, you're watching your own Betha Imponene, of course. Yeah, Betha doing a good job here at Nkwazi alongside Pamela Pajojo Luvinda. Pamela, of course, is on the substitute bench. Jones, yes, Gift Mkandawiri, she's also part of the action here. Musiwa Mulundumina, thank you very much for watching, I really appreciate. That is Doro winning herself a free kick. So it's a free kick to Nkwazi to be taken by Betha Imponene. Betha, of course, a product of Progress Sports Club, a team that is based in Linda. Talking about Mount Makulu Secondary School, which is their home ground. They will be in action tomorrow, actually, against Lusaka Red Lions in a Women's League Lusaka Province encounter. So it will be Progress against Lusaka Red Lions. So Raske, you're asking the scores update here. It is still Nkwazi nil, Green Buffaloes nil. So Musiwa, you're watching all the way from Choma. Oh, thank you so much. It's good to know Choma Chown is with us here early this morning. So it's a throw-in. Well taken there by Martha Trizachewe, the speedy winger, up against Betha. Betha, of course, she's known as a great tackler, but she was almost beaten on that occasion. There was a call for a free kick. The referee not interested. So it's a free kick that has been awarded in favor of our Green Buffaloes in a very comfortable position, but as usual, animation on the technical bench for Buffaloes. Coach Halu, no, the Coach Soldier. Martin Patson. Ati Okisnambesese. Waiting for Busaro's game. Okay. Ngati mtamba mzakishitako update. So it's a free kick here in favor of Green Buffaloes to be taken by Anita Mulenga. So Anita with a free kick for Buffaloes. Good delivery, but too much. So goal kick in favor of Nkwazi. So still new here between Nkwazi and Green Buffaloes in this interesting match. Like earlier mentioned, the last meeting, which was a reverse fixture at Arakan Green Square Ground, Green Buffaloes won 1-0. It was a hard-fought victory, of which Nkwazi somehow had complained. They felt there was a goal which was disallowed. Actually, they felt the goal Green Buffaloes scored was supposed to be a disallowed goal. But it was given as a goal because it had crossed the line already, ensuring that Green Buffaloes maintain their unbeaten run this season. So that is Diana Banda, former under 17 player, played for Busa, for Luyando. One of those interesting players all the way from Kalikiliki here in Lusaka. Oh, a good pass from the landlord. There was a late challenge though. Oh, at some point I thought it was going to be a free kick to Buffaloes. But action is still on here. Oh, good turn by Luwasi Pumulo. A player who is nicknamed Iniesta. Still Luwasi. There was a traffic of police officers right in Nkwazi's box, ensuring that Green Buffaloes are not given an opportunity. So, but Jones, okay. For the sake of, for your own sake, I'll mention the lineup from Nkwazi again. We have Eunice Sakala in goal, Betha Imponene at the back, Elizabeth Mulenga at the back, Azet Piri at the back as well. Then midfield has got Gift Mkandawiri. We have got Naomi Mumba. We have got Dorothy Daka, as well as Ruth Kamanga. Not forgetting Nsombo Kakoma, Ngosacha Wemsonda, as well as Precious Insama. The lineup ya Nkwazi. So still new here between Nkwazi and Green Buffaloes. Both teams are, still trying to settle down. That is Ngosacha Wemsonda, formerly of Mufulira Wanderers, Avena Mnilambo Girls. Mighty Winnie Chungulu, Good cross by baby Lushomo Mweemba for Buffaloes. So throw in there in favor of Nkwazi. to be taken by Elizabeth Mulenga. Long throw by Eliza. Good chest control by Nsama Precious. Good pass there. As chase for the boys on between the speedy winger Melan Mulenga and of course Ngosacha Wemsonda. Good grasp by Melan. Melan, of course, like Elia mentioned, she's a makeshift left back in this match. But so far she's doing a good job for Buffaloes. Luvasi. That is Luvasi, also known as Luva. Product of Chawama. Is it Chawama Tigers? Yeah. Lushomo. Good chance by Lusho from the back. Good header in the middle of the pack by Naomi Mweemba. So it's a seesaw here. The landlord, Memo Lintala. Oh, do we meet me concern? We can see the worrying moments for Coach Charles Halubo, no? But of course, as usual, he issues some form of guidance to the landlord wearing just number 11 for Buffaloes. Memory Ndiala. It is Nsama, a product of Solwezi Academy Queens. Timpobo. Coach Coco, and I should come and cover your game tomorrow. Yay, monsieur. Sorry, Martin. Otherwise, I promise you, Nzakabwila your next game. Because in I'll be at Hospice Ground for Yasa and Green Eagles game, which is another decisive match. If Yasa win tomorrow against Green Eagles, it will mean they will be winners of Zone B with a game to spare. Whereas Green Eagles are also fighting relegation. Remember, two teams from Zone A, 2 from Zone B will be relegated this season. That's according to information that I'm receiving. So relegation dogfight is on. Prison Leopards are also fighting relegation. They are on bye this weekend. On the other hand, Chipata Girls are on the verge of bouncing back. Actually, dropping back to Provincial League. The same could be said to Prison Leopards, who are also on the verge. But it all depends on probably the last game when Prison Leopards lock ons with Green Eagles at Chamba Valley ZNS ground next weekend. So the playoffs are slated for the 25th, which will be African Freedom Day on a Wednesday, which will be the semi-finals. Zone A log leaders lock ons, Zone B runners up, and vice versa in terms of Zone B log leaders and Zone A runners up. Then the final will be on the 28th of May to determine the national champion. Back to action. It is Natasha. Wow, that was a great effort from Natasha Nanyangwe. But of course, the ball went over the bar. So still Nkwazi nil. Green Buffaloes nil. A state of affairs. Nkwazi is still playing with the player list as Naomi Mweemba was receiving treatment from Team Physio. Fabi. Luva. Diana. Switches play to Tasha. It is still Natasha Nanyangwe. This mesmerizing player. She's up against Ruth Kamanga. Somebody of Maramba Queens in Livingston, of course. Alongside the likes of Christine Shaiko. They both came from Maramba Queens in Southern Province. Hey! Wow! So, I was Eunice Sakala. Could have been talking about a different scoreline. I remember Yasa scored a similar goal through Rosemary Nirongo when they played against the Lusaka Dynamos. Almost passing through in between the legs. But anyway, still new here, state of affairs. Esther Jemwari. Thank you so much for watching. As well as our very own Madam Siku Marita Ona. Thank you very much, Boana, for watching. And you're welcome. Thank you so much. Anif Akwel Banda. Thank you very much, brother man, for watching. I appreciate. Jacqueline Tomba Lupambo. Thank you so much. We wish you all the best. As the Kuchalo Girls, the ISD tomorrow, who lock ons with the Royal Girls Queen's Academy at 15 hours at Independence Stadium. All the best. Team Kuchalo. I know you're also fighting to be runners up in Zone B, and tomorrow's win will put you at least on the safe side, especially if Red Arrows stumble at Yasa. So one more game actually to go before we wrap up this National League. Otherwise, it has been an interesting transitional league here in Zambia. A lot of followers are coming on board from all walks of life. Achizima Chamba watching from Kawe Town. Thank you so much, brother man, for watching. Really appreciate. So it's a throw into Nkwazi. Long throw by Rulu. It is Kanute trying an overhead. Diana heads the ball, but not too far away from danger. Another throw into Nkwazi. Eugene Chwachwa, thank you so much, brother man, for watching all the way from Kitwe, or from Kawe, is it? Yeah, Kawe. Yeah, so we have a lot of followers in this particular match, So this is the first time we are seeing Miss Clean Sheet, Aisha Mbwana, getting involved, So it has taken us 22 minutes for Aisha Mbwana to have a part in this particular match. As the landlord there, twisted turns by the landlord in Tala. But wow, it was too much for Joanna Benai. That is gift Mkandawili. The good ball. It is Nsama against Lushomo. Throwing in favor of Buffaloes. That is Eriza. So a little of jittery moments. That is Coach Soja at Osa Dandaula. Wow. So our second assistant player, Madam Lillian Shower, all the way from Chilanga, is showing that she's equal to the task. So that is Elizabeth Marcelo Mulenga with a throw-in for high-flying girls. Long throw, just controlled by Nsama. Not so convincing though. It is Gift. She was looking for Chawem Sonda. But that is Natasha. Nana. Twist and turns by Natasha. Delivery comes to good chest control there by Teresa Chewe. Formerly of Red Arrows. She played for Indian Roses. Now on the books of Green Buffaloes. The speedy winger. She was the top goal scorers of last season. But it has been a difficult one for her this season, Favor Kondowe, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate. Fabian, you're welcome on board. Lilian Kunda, thank you so much. Wesley Kafweni, all the way from Mpongwe. Wow, really appreciate. Thank you so much. Penlop, Tobin Heath, Mulenga, thank you so much. We wish you all the best as victorious United Queens this afternoon. We'll take a long trip to Lusaka South at Naboye Secondary School ground in Kafue to lock ons with Kafue Celtic Queens, of course. All the best, Victorious United, as you embark on a 45 kilometers journey to the south. Wow, yet again. Wow. That is Diana. She was trying to find Teresa Chewe. Chase for a boys on. It is Lushomo. Here's the ball. Only as far as Gift Mkandawili. Still Gift. A player who is nicknamed Chopito. Which coincidentally is a nickname for Choma Warriors Academy Queens, Team Chopito. So it's a throw-in favor of Buffaloes. But in the meantime, the Terminator there, Martha Tembo, who need a little bit of medical assistance from Physiorita. Delamu, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're fine. Long time, by the way. Niha, watching from China. Are you in Beijing or Shanghai? Niha, she for watching. So play on hold as mini conferences. Coach Campo, Coach Tembo, Coach Pule in conversation with the likes of Sombo and Doro. As Nsama Precious is receiving treatment from physiotherapy for Nkwazi, and the same could be said to Martha Tembo, also receiving treatment from Physiororita. So still goalless here between Nkwazi and Green Buffaloes in this interesting match. Maybe if one team scores, this game will open up. As things stand, it's a Kajiya affair. So mini conferences as usual, even the referee is there, Martha Ngulube, in conversation with her fourth official, Regina Mulenga, who is also an actress, by the way. A lot of talent we have in Zambia. Wow, that was Teresa Chewe, but her headed effort was a weak one. Nothing much to trouble Uni. Yes, Tosta Sakala, the goal minder, of course. So as Coach Tembo there, very, very upset, reminding Ruth that there was no way a player could head in front of her, you know. Lubasi, good chance by Marcelo, only as far as Diana. Good blockade by Doro. But it is now Buffaloes are launching an attack. Luba, oh, it was too much for Teresa Chewe. It will be a goal kick to High Flying Girls. DM Mbale David, Ochi from Nakondi. Wow, Mkatirete Eko Rice, like Nakondi. Thank you so much for watching, Bwana Devi. So, it's a goal kick, well taken by Betha Imponene. Of course, Betha's father, former footballer, now on the ranks of refereeing, part of the backroom staff at Progress Sports Club, of course, Mr. Imponene. So, that is Precious in summer, with the clearance, but not too far away. Throwing in favor of Go Girls Fight and Conquer, GBFC. Heads go up as it clears the line, only as far as Ngosa Chawe. To whom it may concern, the Terminator is there, and clearance good by Lushomo. "28 minutes gone. Nkwazi new, Green Buffaloes new." Okay, that was off the ball incidents. So another throw into Nkwazi. Marcelo, Eliza. I love the nicknames that these lasses, you know, do have. That is Naomi, a player who is nicknamed as Nazi. Wow. Martha, the Terminator, with a long throw. The clearance not so convincing from Marcelo. Good delivery via Natasha. It is Joanna Benai, but the first touch wasn't a good one from the Captain Fantastic for Buffaloes. It is Melan against Chawe. So throwing in favor of Nkwazi has been awarded, to be taken by Ruth Kamanga. Long throw by Lulu. Another throw into Nkwazi. So we are now approaching the halftime mark. Still goalless here at Edwin Imboila Stadium in Police Camp, Skanzi. Gift Nkandawire. Good blockade by Teresa Chewe. Police Dolphins are in the friendly city of Ndola, up against Zegalicious, Zegamambo, in another decisive game, because both Police Dav and Zesco are also fighting for the second spot. So both zones are in hot soup currently, you know. Wow. Rastageo Witika, thank you so much for watching. So the first card in this particular match has been issued to Diana Banda. So it has taken us 30 minutes to see the first caution in this particular match, as Natasha Banda has been shown a yellow card by our referee, Martha Ngulube. So 3 players from Nkwazi being taught to home up. I can see Rebecca Wale, I can see Bridget Lungu, and Christine. Talking about Shaiko. So there's Shaiko, there's Bakala, and Costa Rica. Those are interesting nicknames for those players that are warming up for Nkwazi. Sombo with a free kick. Good catch by Miss Clean Sheet, Aisha Mbwana Kwaya. Best goalkeeper of the 2021 season. This will be Eunice's ball. Nkwazi new. Buffaloes new is the state of affairs. So it's already confirmed Buffaloes will be making their return at the Kosafa Total Energies CAF Women's Champions League this year. So it's a free kick. Anita. Great free kick from Anita. The landlord cuts inside. Joanna Benai. Wow, good clearance there by Azit Piri. Diana sends the ball back to Tasha, who finds Luba, but good blockade by Nazi, who clears the line. It is Ngosachawe. Good blockade by Diana. Gift, but Lushomo rising higher than Chopicho. It is Diana playing as one of the holding midfielders in this particular match. So there has been an interesting reshuffle in terms of position. So this Green Buffalo side. Diana Banda playing as a number 6 holding midfielder, whereas the likes of Lubasi and Benai are in the attacking role. So play on hot. So Azet Piri helping out the likes of Eunice to tie her shoelace. So it's a throw-in. Well taken there by the handball against Tasha. So still new here. Wow, what a cagey affair between Nkwazi and Green Buffaloes. Nkwazi in blue, by the way. Buffaloes in red. Oh girl. It is Gift. Good work by Gift. She was pushed. The referee, okay. This time around, the whistle has been blown in favor of Nkwazi. So it's a throw-in. Free kick rather. Hey. Betha. Under 20 player. Headed away by Anita Mulenga. That is Teresa. But there is Azet Piri to intercept. It's a seesaw. End-to-end stuff here. That is Martha. Too much for Teresa Che with the speedy winger. Throwing to Nkwazi. Both goalkeepers yet to be tested that much, you know. Anbo against Sombo Kakoma. Sombo, of course, a product of Kafue Celtic Queens in Kafue, under the auspices of Coach Zifas is watching Zeteka. There was a push by Milan on Ngosa. The instruction from Coach Pule, clear and straightforward, reminding Ruth Kamanga that she needs to play the ball first. She needs to ensure that she checks her surrounding and not wait for the ball to reach her. Lushomo, long range. This will be Eunice's ball, and yes it is. Stella Timothy, thank you so much, and you are back in Green Buffaloes, eh? Yeah, appreciate. The landlord, Ntala. Betha. Eliza. Good blockade by Martha Tembo. So Coach Tembo impressed with that movement. So it's a throw in here in favor of Nkwazi. Still new. Nkwazi new. Buffaloes new. State of affairs. Martha. Wow. Eunice ensuring that she saved that corner kick. Eunice from Nkwazi. Long range up. Tungosa. Good header by Anita. Back to Anita, who clears the line for Buffaloes. Good header by Betha. Martha. To the landlord. Ntala. Good marking there by Eliza. This game. So it's a free kick in favor of Buffaloes after that high ball challenge by Doro on Natasha. So it will be Anita Mulenga. So Win Buffaloes have got two free kick specialists, Anita and Lushomo. That is Anita. Lushomo with a header is collected by Uni. Eunice. Wow. Luva. To the landlord. Dala. Oh. Martha. Teresa. Good cross by Ruth. That is Betha. So it's a corner kick to Buffaloes. 3 corners in favor of Buffaloes, none in favor of Nkwazi. 2 players for Buffaloes warming up. We have the engineer Loveness Malunga alongside Helen Soldier partner Simbua. So it's a corner kick to Buffaloes. Anita. Cross comes through. It is the landlord trying to. Martha uses a weaker left foot. Only as far as Eunice Sakala. So yeah, the engineer Loveness Malunga and Helen Simbua Chanda warming up for Buffaloes. That is Natasha. Offside! Oh, that was a tight call. Coach Harlow disagreeing with Madam Lillian Shower. Oh. So, that was offside though. But, it was, to me, it was onside. Unfortunately, Madam Shower saw something else. We need to see a replay of that, So Natasha was almost headed for goal, but offside flag already went up by our first assistant Lillian Shower. So it's a free kick here as we play the last 5 minutes of this first half here at Edwin Imboyla Stadium. Diana. That is Azed. It was too much for Ngosa. Oh, still Ngosa. Ngosa. They are fighting pressure on. Wow, that was a great effort from Ngosa Chawe. Betha, very strong defender she is, eh? Martha, Benaya, Luva, against Gift, still Luvas. Wow. I'm wondering what is going on, in this particular match. Not as entertaining as expectations, though. Good tackle there by Martha Tembu, the Terminator. So, it's a throw-in favor of Nkwazi. To be taken by Elizabeth Marcelo Mulenga. Good save by Miss Clean Sheet, but that was Sombo Kakoma. Wow. So, first real attempt for Nkwazi, but Miss Clean Sheet ensuring that she keeps another clean sheet for Buffaloes. Talking about Aisha Mbwana Kwaya, but that was impressive by Team Nkwazi. If they can carry on like that, we would be talking about something different. Luvasi, good ball. Wow. Alright, so push. It's a free kick. Wow, animation there by Coach Alon. Tasebenzese mpamvu Natasha. Wow, so a change is on its way for Buffaloes. Wow, it's a sad development for the captain Joanna Benai, about to be replaced by the player wearing his number 21, Helen Soja Chanda Simbua. So Joanna Benai has been replaced by Helen Soja. So it's good to see Helen Soja being given some game time. So Soja in, Benai out. In the meantime, it's a free kick to Buffaloes. Wow. So, the local fans from Arakan, they are furious, It's some of the decisions coming through from our first assistant here. Otherwise, it's a goal kick to Nkwazi here. Let's wait and see how many more minutes will be added on as we wind down the first half here from the Edwin Imboela Stadium. Still new, Nkwazi and Buffaloes. It is the landlord Ntala with the cross. Missed chance by Tasha. Wow. Worrying moments yet again for Coach Soja. Wow. Anyway, it is Anita with a dose. But quick reaction by Miss Clean Sheet. Oh girl. What a game. Lua to Diana. Finds Tasha. Maybe this time around we'll be talking about something different. But Betha is there to help out the police girls here. Police women, actually. That is a gift. So, wow. It's a throw in favor of Nkwazi. So throwing to Nkwazi. Ruth Kamanga is there. Wow, that was a bad throw though. Yes. I noticed that. So bad throwing by Ruth Kamanga. Let's hope Melan Mulenga will do a better job for Buffaloes.